All right, and we're live. Oh man, man, oh man, oh man. Back at it again. I learned the game from easy glitches and test back to back to your people that didn't get the message. Back to back last. Whoa. Gotta, oh man. Ooh, I tell you, I'm still gonna go live. I don't know if it's gonna be for a long live or not. Most likely not gonna be a long live today. I am very exhausted, but it's a non-negotiable. I gotta get this done. I gotta do the public speaking video before I get out of this car. Before I enter into my home, I gotta do the public speaking video. I gotta do the stream. I gotta get out the way so I stay disciplined. One thing is structuring your day, keeping it structured, and completing set tasks that you want to do. It's one of the ways that you can increase the likelihood of you succeeding in the future and you taking a risk on yourself. Taking a risk on yourself comes from self-discipline. Comes from self-discipline. Comes from self-discipline. To improve it, what I need to do is merely focus on slowing down my tempo. I speed up my tempo. I say this a lot, but I speed up my tempo when I'm speaking publicly or interacting with people. That's hard trying to get across. What happens, I think, point across for my words more for grounding of what I'm going to say. I end up fumbling my words, messing up, and not being able to clearly say what I'm trying to get across. I do that now. That mess up right there was due to me speeding up when I didn't have it fully processed in my head. So if you're trying to improve your public speaking, slow down your tempo and really analyze your words and try to pronounce everything that you're saying at a slower pace. And that's where I'm at right now. Once you master the slow pace, you can now implement going a little bit faster, a little bit faster, a little bit faster. And over time, you'll be able to speed up your public speaking and be more effective, quick, and clear. But first, you need to be able to speak clearly without stutters, without filler words, but with your actual words giving meaning to your sentences. Another thing I do have to work on is my grammatical order and my grammar. What's going on, MJ boy? Let's go. What's going on, man? What's going on? Anyone that's passing by the live? God bless you guys. Answering any fitness, nutrition questions and things of that type. If you're curious on anything pertaining fitness, pertaining lifestyle, pertaining nutrition, even faith, go ahead and put it in the comment section. I'm of the Christian faith. So if you are curious on certain aspects of that, I'm not a pope or scholar or anything, but we could talk about it in the chat and have a good conversation about God, lifestyle, nutrition, or fitness. Currently, what's going on, Ben J? What's going on, man? I've been trying to stay consistent with this live every single day. Today, I'm gonna be honest, it was very hard to get to work. I'm very tired. I'm exhausted, kind of drained, honestly. But yeah, I'm gonna stay disciplined. I'm gonna stay active. I'm gonna stay doing what I need to do and accomplishing what I need to do. And at the end of the day, that's what's important. We're stacking the days despite what the circumstance is. As a matter of fact, me doing it is make it easier. There's nothing but benefits doing it when it's hard. Whoa, man, that was crazy. There was no need to do that. You know, I never understand. I mean, I understand it, but people have road rage for no good reason. Road rage really comes from you just getting angry at things, being emotional. I mean, there's a reason that boy worked at Baptist. See you, big dog, making that bread. I appreciate you, bruh. Byron, I don't make that much bread. I work at Baptist. That don't mean I make a lot of bread. I'm just a transporter. I do want to weigh my options right now and what I want to do, whether it's fitness, sports medicine, Right now, I just honestly got to take a step back and see what I want to do. But I'm definitely heavily leaning towards getting certification, building a personal brand, and trying to make it on my own without an employer above me. I firmly believe, at least within myself, that I rather work for myself and make 50K than work for someone else to make 90K. And that's saying something. I really rather work for myself as an entrepreneur, work more hours and make less money than to work for someone else. It's just a sensation, a feeling of it. But this is me saying it with the biases I have now as an employer, as an employee. Everything counts, bro. Don't control yourself out. We're all trying to make it. Yes, sir, bro. I appreciate your motivating words, bro. Really appreciate you passing by the stream and dropping some knowledge and some motivating words, bro. Everything does count. Everything is for the betterment of those who are in Christ. That's one of my favorite verses. It always hits home. For all things, verse says, for all things work for good for those who are in Christ. Every single little thing that happens to you, whether good or whether terrible, it's for your betterment in Christ. It's amazing. It's such a simple verse. It's amazing and peaceful. I want you guys to try this exercise. Go into whatever closet or wherever you're at in your mind and think. Just genuinely just think about worst case scenarios. Whether it be losing someone, just think about worst case scenarios and really try to internalize those emotions that you would feel and try to come to understanding that you can get past it and that you can overcome that emotion. And that emotion is not your complete detriment. This is one of the exercises that Seneca does. I'm not sure the exact name, but basically it's using pictures or imagery in your head to depict a certain scenario and internalizing that scenario and feeling that scenario. So when a scenario does come, or if it does come, you're more at peace with it. So what that exercise does is allows you to view or go through life without the fear of the worst case scenario, which is empowering. Gotta be like Job out here, because the times we're living in feels like Sodom and Gomorrah. Gotta be like, oh my gosh, it's a Job. Gotta be like Job out here, because the times we're living in is like Sodom and Gomorrah, for real. For real, the times we're living in is truly like Sodom and Gomorrah. And I'll be honest, the end times, I know people have been saying it for a long time, but the signs of the times are here. You look around everywhere, it's clear as day. And I'm fearful. But my faith currently, it's definitely something that I need to work on. YKville, what's going on, man? Honk my horn? That's crazy. I'm not honking my horn for that, for randomly. I don't want to cause any stir in the road. It can lead to other things. There's no reason to do that. One thing is that what I try to do a lot of the time is just interact with people randomly, whether it be, I interact with people a lot randomly, whether it be anything that hits in my head, I just interact or go do. You feel me? It's called the 3-second rule. 3 seconds, something hits your head, you analyze it for those 3 seconds. If it's something that you should do or doesn't really do any bad or negative impact on you, go ahead and do it. And don't hesitate. This opens a lot of doors. Whether you think, oh, this girl's absolutely beautiful, compliment her. Boom. Compliment her instantly. What hurt was that duty? Or go up to her. What damage is that duty? It only builds your tolerance and builds you up as a man. It takes a lot of gut to be able to go up to a lot of females or interact or just put yourself out there and do what you want to do genuinely, authentically, all the time. That's hard. But you can practice that in small increments and slowly build up to being who you truly are. When I first got on the camera, I was not comfortable with speaking. I was not confident with speaking. Although I'm still in the development arc and I've only been a month into it, the difference is drastic from when I started. Because when I started, I was not comfortable with speaking in front of the camera or being myself. But over time, the mask came off. You can do the same thing in the real world setting. Because a lot of the times, and most of the times, most people have masks in the real world setting. What I want to do is take that mask off and be who I am authentically. Obviously, this is with an underlying bias that who you are authentically is in the realm of values and morals within Christ. But if that's what it is, you can now be yourself authentically, whether it be humorous or joyous. The Lord, gotta put that armor on every day. You're right, Byron. Brian, I can't really read it from here, but I think it's Brian. Tony says, you want me to sub? Yeah, man, if you want. If you find the channel interesting or you like it, go ahead and you can sub, man. But if you don't find it interesting, you don't have to sub. Really, the reason I stream is not to gain subs, but it's to reach people and try to impact them with words. I believe the word never comes void, whether it be of God or whether it be of lifestyle. When words hit someone's soul, even if they're not paying complete attention, the words impact them. So the fact that I'm able to reach around the world and help people and enlighten them or give advice about God, lifestyle, fitness, and nutrition, and these things, lifestyle, fitness, nutrition, and God, are things that can completely change your life if you get and own them and use them to your best ability. So the fact that I'm able to do this is the reason I'm here. Obviously, there's underlying things that I'm also doing it for, which is building a personal brand, building my soft skills, the ability to speak in front of a camera, can translate to real world conversations. I've actually seen, since I've been doing this live and doing the public speaking that I do on the channel and post every day, I've seen a difference in my day-to-day conversations, even with patients. So before I was timid, I wouldn't focus on pronunciation and not using filler words. I would just say, like, which is lacking clarity. The reason filler words are not good is because it makes your words sound more mixed and puzzled and confusing. But when you don't have filler words, it makes it clearer. Basically, like cleaning the glass of the little buffer that you have. Tony said, man, I did. Appreciate you, Tony, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate you for something, man. It means a lot. And I recommend a lot of other people to do it, not streaming specifically, but put yourself outside your comfort zone and do things that you don't typically would do, that you wouldn't typically do. Just do them. Try your best. Fail. To be honest, a fail is a win. You don't lose when you fail. Especially at a younger age, you learn. When you're 20, 30, you're making a mistake or failing at something, you have 5 more years of mistakes to make. Keep learning skills, keep failing. Trial and error is the best thing that you can do. There is a thing I also mentioned in the public speaking before. If you get 2 classes, one class makes as many pots as possible, the other class tries to make the perfect pot. Who do you think at the end of the semester will have the better pot? Obviously, it's going to be the people who made the most pots. Why? Because they get the most mock trials, they get the most attempts at seeing how to make a pot. What it is, okay, this is the structure. We're going to make it more efficient. How to make the pot and quicker. You're going to learn more about it way quicker because it is getting volume. Massive volume is going to beat you standing still and being stagnant and focusing so much on the perfect pot. So make as many pots as possible, and one of them are going to end up being better than the other, and then the other one's going to be better than the other. And over time, it's going to accumulate into something that's massive and amazing, and not perfect, but almost there. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. You said you were welcome. I do think I'm gonna end the stream soon. I do like doing this and getting in front of the camera, working on my public speaking. This is something that I started to hate when I first started, and over time have grown. It has grown onto me like how fitness grew onto me. When I first started fitness, I didn't like it, kind of dreaded doing it. But over time, it grows onto you. It kind of becomes something that you need a part of your lifestyle. I don't need it, but mentally, it's something that is fulfilling and nice. I play guitar because it's fulfilling and nice. I do this because it's fulfilling and nice. The fact that sometimes I've actually given someone information, they come back to the stream and say, hey man, the information you gave me helped me out in the future. That is so motivating. It's amazing. Okay, good luck when you end the stream. Thank you, Tony. I'm not gonna end the stream yet though. I think I'm gonna try to last till 20 minutes, the 20-minute mark or 15-minute mark. What time is it right now? Oh, it's 60 minutes. Wow, I've been on the road for a minute. Didn't even know that. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go for the 20-minute mark on the stream, at least. Try to get that in. I'm gonna get a rest before my public speaking. Try to theorize what I should speak about on my public speaking video, whether it should be something biblical or not. But I think it is gonna be biblical. And biblical pertaining to fitness and nutrition, somewhat, or it might be just lifestyle, mindset. Mostly what I give that is mindset and psychological analyzation of underlying assumptions or effects that you have in your life. When I first started doing the stream, I would stop being able to talk within 15 minutes. Now I'm able to talk for 60 minutes. 60 minutes is a very long time of talking in front of a camera. You know, although you guys are in the chat and you guys are helping for sure, when I'm able to read the chat and take a mental break to get my mind clear, to go back to what I was speaking about and try to generate a new topic, definitely helps the chat. But to do it, it's very hard. It's not easy to be able to speak in front of a camera for so long, especially when you have to generate new topics on something that you don't have a book or nothing near you, and I'm multitasking while driving. So this is amazing practice for me, honestly, to work on my public speaking, because I'm on the road, I have to focus on the road, but I'm also able to focus on my public speaking skills as a secondary option. I wouldn't recommend the driving part, but I would recommend speaking in front of a camera every single day and analyzing your speech and getting it better. A lot of people, they want to work on their fitness, they want to build up their face and skin, but a lot of people don't end up blowing up in terms of speaking and how they present themselves and how articulate they are, which is so important. That can level you up more, I can say. Soft skills can level you up more than looks. And looks levels you up a lot. I think the difference between salary between someone who's more attractive is 20%, but still. What city or state am I in? I'm currently in Florida. But yeah, guys, 19-minute mark. We're almost reaching the 20. It's been a great stream. I appreciate everyone for passing by. I'm always going to be grateful. We're going to keep stacking days, day in, day out, day in, day out. And I want you guys to do the same thing. When you want to do something, chase it and stack days. Stack it. Make it simple. Show up when it hurts, because it will come back and benefit you. I'm actually glad for this whole process and being able to reach people out. And anyone that passes by the stream, drops a sub, drops the likes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Tony. I'm in Florida. So, yeah, that's the end of the stream. Never give up, y'all boys. I'll be posting a public speaking video soon. See ya.